What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to Danganronpa. We are here starting the class trial, which we're just going for it.
Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word.
We're investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out at this point?
Ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you?
Huh?
What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second.
Why?
What's going on? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again.
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or?
Or what?
What?
Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait here like that? I made you wait? You got it backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we?
huh?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
Hey. I'm here, and no rule's been broken.
Yeah, I knew for a fact. I knew she wasn't dead. Kyoko.
You're still alive?
Ghost!
What are you, Shaggy? Stop talking.
You know what? If I would have been doing the voice for that dude the whole time, I would have made him sound like Shaggy.
That's crazy.
If you want to fight, do it at the class trial.
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right though, no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later.
Shing!
Alright, here we go. Kyoko?
So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay.
Perhaps that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right! We gotta deal with a ghost!
I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I refuse.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over.
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcements because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered.
So...
Just now, I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to trial completely uninformed, can I?
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting.
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
Just a second.
Yeah,
Makoto.
we can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me.
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all.
Okay, this is gonna be an interesting class trial. Dang, there's so few of us! Just skipping through all that.
I can't wait! I can't wait! Thrills!
Alright, here we go.
Yes.
Alright. I'm not gonna look through anything. I'm just gonna go. Alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation. If you can figure out who done it, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And okay, well...
Wait, why is
Well
the...
then,
This is
let's
new?
discuss the specifics of the victim.
Wait, has the backdrop been different every trial and I'm just now realizing it?
I don't remember.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
What?
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Bro, what is this guy on about?
You real for real?
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
Gloves?
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Insane.
Are we seriously debating this right now?
Yes, yes, we are. It's very important, BTR.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Wait, what options do you have, Shimmy?
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
I think
Okay,
it's the
then
fake
prove
nails.
it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must.
No, that's wrong. No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake.
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the
The
real
realistic
victim?
That was,
Settle.
First, I'll need to
Okay.
figure that
such
out.
a waste of time.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Crazy.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right? If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
It's not what
And
I
there
meant to
wasn't
do.
any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
That was not right.
Shoot!
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any
Sprinkles.
description
What
in
is
the Monokuma file.
sprinklers? Is not. No, that's not
Well,
relevant.
if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
I don't really know.
I think it's the
If
tattoo on my
Kyoko
hand.
really is still alive, then who died?
To which
There's gotta be
response?
some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The
Maybe
face
try
was
the
scorched
Wait.
beyond
recognize
recognition.
body.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
Shoot!
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right? If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
No, that's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
It would be because of the,
I got it!
yeah.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Oh, I feel like we're about to freaking art. Oh no, not the hangman thing.
It's easy, bruh.
Oh yeah, it's just wolf. Is it not wolf?
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
That is the most like normal thing she's ever said.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man,
she does
after
write
all this
books.
time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo.
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to...
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information, Kyoko, that's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character, which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brain!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden. At that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right?
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
I know what to use.
Oh?
It's the sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock.
No, that's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock.
I knew that
It
one.
had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
What? What? She did not just say that. She did not just say that.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
What?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I think Toko did it.
Insane.
Oh crap, I hate this.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. That's enough. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. That's enough. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Hold on. How can
This should prove it.
Dang.
You got that, Bo.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because... while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a
Dang.
reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all, and as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
What?
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
True. The tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Dang.
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be? By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because
How'd
that
it get
side was
dirt on it?
protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No clue.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Maybe
So the
body
reason the
before the
tarp was
explosion?
only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
That wasn't right.
Shoot!
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right?
Ah!
Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
The chickens.
Not about chickens. You skipped it. Oh, I thought you skipped it.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
Chicken blood.
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Yep.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
Yep.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood. But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
No.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Yeah.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Dang. She's throwing me under the bus?
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate. Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Jeez, man.
Ooh.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what
What are
killed her,
options?
right? So there's no question. You took
Except
that
for-
knife of yours and killed
Which
her
one?
with it.
What a horrible man
Let me
you
read
are,
them.
Makoto.
I can't. They don't stay up.
Oh. Maybe the exploding one? They explode.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Lazy.
I'm not sure, and I don't want to lose any lives.
Do the word you think it is.
I think it is
The
still the
knife we
exploded
found
body.
lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
I looked away for a second. My bad.
Insane.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
The wrong one.
I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that
Okay,
knife of
yeah,
yours
okay.
and killed her
I
with
know
it.
which one it is. I know
What
which one
a
it is.
horrible man you are, Makoto.
Okay, if I hear her say that one more time, I'm gonna
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's
Can't you
the
skip
same
parts?
one we gave to Makoto.
I don't think so.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I guess I was wrong.
that's what I thought it was too. Thank you.
Hmm.
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then
Wait.
that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
Dang it.
Right?
Shoot!
Oh, crap. I don't know.
The
Vic
knife
is
we
normally the
found
one that
lodged in the
helps
dead
with
body.
these.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that
Right, one sec. I think I'm totally not looking back at some stuff. Okay.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Oh, shut up.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed.
No, that's wrong! Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, The knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Okay, I guess
Shoot.
that's...
Gusto naman ako sa...
Oh, yeah.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Then the knife...
Was just another piece of camouflage. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on.
Yeah, it's the fragment.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Okay, here we go.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one.
Struck in the head with a metal pipe.
Okay.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Okay. I thought those wounds.
Shoot!
I think you have to like do the blue thing.
The highlight thing.
Yeah.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
'Cause none of that's wrong.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
What do we highlight
Yes.
though?
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of... Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
Okay.
body.
That's not good.
Shoot!
Oh,
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's
Oh,
fatal
I
injury
almost-
has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it
Okay, I
wasn't
think
because
I
of
know
the
what to
knife,
do.
right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think
According
I
to the
know.
Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that
Oh.
showed she was hit on the back of her
Oh.
head.
Shoot! Is this really the end for all of us?
Why aren't you giving it another shot?
I refuse to give up yet.
Okay, so what did I do wrong? But
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
okay, I got it.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury.
No, that's wrong. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it...
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks.
Oh.
I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
This is Toko saying this, by the way, not Genocide Jill.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon.
Arrows, maybe? That's the only thing that's made out of steel. Or whatever. Titanium, whatever.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about
Are
it.
you sure? That sounds kinda weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, 'cause in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
I think it's the tape. 'Cause like you put
Show me the things again?
they put it around the tape.
The titanium arrow.
The tape around the
It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, 'cause in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
I missed.
Talking back to Master!
That's funny.
You have no right!
Bro, shut up.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, 'cause in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would...
Yeah, I was right.
No, that's wrong. You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the
A
killer
bunch
used
of them.
another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Were you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Oh,
I like how she said she's never been to the dojo. When you first find the dojo, she's in the dojo.
Is she?
Yes.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect
she
a
is.
murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's the death of us all, remember?
of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
But here's the thing, she couldn't access her room as well because her door was, we had the key to her room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit.
Hold on a second.
No.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just... there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know. Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
That was wrong.
Shoot!
Just listen through all of them first.
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Okay, dang it.
Shoot!
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But
yeah.
could I really have done that?
And then wait till the beginning and do
The proof.
Those words you
The
just
line
spoke,
about the proof.
what do you mean?
yeah.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
I sometimes forget this freaking highlighting.
You should
thing.
understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't...
No, that's wrong! If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Huh? Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Let's use the bathroom, I'll be back.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no
Dang.
time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
There's not enough evidence to do any voting. What?
Now, who will be chosen as the Blackest?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wait, whoa. Whoa, what? Did I do something wrong?
Sorry.
Everyone, you're wrong. You're wrong, I didn't do
Yes,
it.
indeed. Yep.
What? Huh? What's happening?
Hey! Shing! Thrills, chills, kills!
What?
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Yoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment!
Wait, what?
It's your punishment time.
Huh? What? What did I do? What happened? No, there's no way. What is happening?
You look kind of shook it.
Alter ego? What just happened?
What?
Was that?
It had to be
This is...
alter ego. Alter ego? That dumb virus that... What the... What? He must... What? Wait, he actually got in? I don't believe
It would
this.
seem. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
In other words,
What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. That was a pinch, an itch. Maybe I didn't smash him flat, but you never gonna see him again. To waste away in the garbage pit. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. So I'm going to bring the despair to the rest of you and bring despair upon the entire world. What? Is he gone? Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? What the heck is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Oh.
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough.
Very soon.
Very soon indeed.
Bro. Wait, what? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? What? What is happening?
Just keep going.
What? Where am I? What the heck is going on? Finally? What an awful smell. Can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I can't give up now. Myself or my friend. That... Can we pause for a second?
No, nah.
What just happened?
Find a way out. Find a way out, bro.
What just happened? What?
You got executed, bro.
is happening?
Just a second.
Whoa, whoa, what
It
the heck?
smells awful.
Kyoko?
Indeed.
This picture of her, bro. You look like you're doing better than I expected.
What are you doing here?
So,
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair.
hey,
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished.
Thank you. Phew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy to keep going.
So you still haven't given up then?
Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is all I'm good at.
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at.
But Kyoko, why did you come to rescue me?
so...
To pay a debt, or no, to atone.
Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
Wait, so wait. Could this be different if I would have called her out on the lie?
Oh?
There was a choice to call her out on the lie.
What lie? Was I gone for that moment?
Yeah, that's why you were gone.
What
So
was
if I could, well, just the fact that she was just lying during the trial.
Oh.
If I would have called her out on her lying, would this have happened, or would we have just figured out who did it?
Who knows?
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
I...
Abandoned you.
Don't say that. You didn't abandon me.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but... There was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost.
Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to the school to do.
Are you gonna tell me she knew everything the whole freaking time? What?
I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for the one very important reason.
And so the reason you came to Hope's Peak
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once.
once?
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was.
I don't need flashbacks. I don't need flashbacks.
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school?
I fainted. I fainted and woke up trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at the point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what made you forget all that?
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
So you're saying you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
However,
It could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if that's what you say is true, then why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance the mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
Why me?
Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but
You also have main character syndrome. I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could be the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
listen.
are you okay?
Oh yeah, it's nothing.
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? I'm just not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
You said you have a reason for this on your own. How'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
You mentioned your ability?
My ability, what everyone should have known me for, is the ultimate detective.
Yeah, didn't Vic give that away like a while back? I remember him saying that, I think.
Pervasive.
I think Vic gave that away.
correct.
I mean, it was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school.
Someone you had to find? Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope Peak Academy.
The headmaster? Why did you need to find the headmaster?
Because he's my father.
What? What? Bro, they're throwing twist after twist. What is happening?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child, and as it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
And that explains when alter ego.
no matter what,
So,
My memory hadn't come back at the point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
however,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstandings. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
And what did you see?
so,
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind,
it's
right?
true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
But why there?
Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
Is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of the Hope Peak Academy. I found it on the headmaster's room, along with Mokuru's profile and the key. The map showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that it was true. If it were true, the room would likely hold more clues.
Correct.
So I went to check, and that's when I finally remembered. Blah 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 blah.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So, what was that like? That part of the school, I mean.
It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized. Whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
Does it keep talking to you over and over again? What is this thing?
However...
Sorry, I'm texting back. Someone.
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either.
I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuru was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole the key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
So whoever the mastermind was killed the other person to have an excuse for the class trial is what I'm getting at.
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with the rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it.
Hey.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of blah blah blah.
What's that?
There was a point where Mukuru may not have become the victim.
What?
It could have been you, Makoto.
I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Do you mean...
I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of what?
Okay, what is this? Death Note? What?
I can hear the god of death as he moves. The ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. It was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. and I gave chase right away. As I followed, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind.
So that would mean whoever killed is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
But that's really bad if it's true. That means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. But doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try to kill you because they didn't want, because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's just that Mukuro... They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
The other ultimate despair?
There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. And I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever causes the event.
You're talking
That's right.
about...
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic, blah 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 blah.
It
There's a
would
lot talking,
seem-
babe. Ugh, group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Then they're...
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this.
Okay, I was waiting to just finish the chapter. Okay, so... We're almost done. We are in the last chapter.
I thought that was something else that just popped up on the screen.
You sicko.
Am I wrong?
Okay. So we're gonna leave that there. I'm gonna do a second save real quick just to be safe. We're gonna leave that there because that actually went on a lot longer than I intended. But thank you guys so much for watching. We will definitely be picking this back up in the next episode. And who knows, we'll try to get through the whole thing and everything. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!